As you guys know, there are a lot of countries that are not in the game of GeoGuessr. So today I thought it'd be fun to rank the top 10 countries that I would love to see in GeoGuessr so we can actually explore them. And when I say that, I mean street view, a Google car physically going through the country, not just random trucker coverage. And there are a lot of countries that don't have that. So let's get into number 10. I'm putting this one at number 10 because Panama, spoiler alert, is coming to the game sometime in the future. There have been official reports of Google cars being spotted driving around Panama. So hopefully we get the entire country and not just Panama City. If you guys don't know, we recently got Rwanda as a new country, but it's only in the capital city of Kigali right now. It's not really anywhere else. So hopefully we don't see that in Panama where it's just the one city and it's actually everywhere. But Panama is a country that I really want to see because Central America kind of lacking, and Panama is, I would say, the most built up city. I mean, Panama City is pretty huge. It's a pretty huge country. So, city. Oh my God, I'm getting my cities and countries mixed up here. But let's take a look. So as you guys can see, there's currently unofficial coverage in Panama. So you can, I guess, go around Panama, see what it's all about. But it's not good quality, as you can see, and it's not by Google. So look at this skyline, though. It's just unbelievable. The city's beautiful. I want to go to Panama, so let's get it in the game, please. Coming at number 9, this is kind of a strange one because Vietnam was in the game at some point, but they took it out of the game. I don't know why, but Vietnam is not in the game anymore. It's just unofficial coverage everywhere, and it used to be here, so I'm not sure why Google removed it. If you know why, let me know in the comments below, but I really want to see Vietnam. It was just in some of the main cities in Vietnam. I don't think it was everywhere. It would be beautiful to have it everywhere. We already have Cambodia. We already have Thailand. And we have a lot of, well, we don't have a lot, but we have a lot of, why do I keep saying that? A little amount of Lao. Okay. We have Viet Thanh, Paxi. We have a couple cities up here. Lao, I guess I can throw Lao in here as well. Lao and Vietnam, we have to kind of complete this corner of Southeast Asia, and Vietnam is a big part of that. So let's get Vietnam here. Vietnam is a cool city. It's a lot different than the other Southeast Asia countries because the language is a bit different. They drive on the right, so you really won't get it confused with like Thailand or something, but maybe in the rural rounds you might. And it might be interesting if you get a rural Vietnam round kind of near Cambodia, maybe anywhere really out in these rural areas, because it's going to be very difficult to tell them apart from Cambodia and Vietnam. I feel like that's just me, but I think it might add a bit of more challenge over here in this region. So and this is already a very challenging region. Coming in at number 8, we have China. This is gonna be kind of a controversial country. Maybe we already have a little bit of, we have Hong Kong, we have, I think, a little bit of Macau maybe. But we definitely have Hong Kong, and we have a lot of trucker coverage in China as well. In Shanghai, Chengdu, those are 2 locations where there's a lot. Might be there's definitely some others around the country as well, but we're talking about Street View here today. Street View. So I want to see it everywhere. That's going to be a very difficult country to learn, and it's huge. It's huge, and it's the country in the world. It's one of the biggest countries in the world, and it's not in the game, which makes it a bit disappointing for a GeoGuessr player, in my opinion. But then again, some people may say it's too challenging. Leave it out. Leave it out. But I mean, there's so many roads. There's a ton of huge cities in China. I think it's the most populous country in the world. So, I mean, as you can see right now, there's just photospheres everywhere. Unfortunately, we want Street View. Let us get Street View, please. Let's get Street View. I mean, look at this. It would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Coming in at number 7, we have a combination of Burundi and Rwanda. Now, Rwanda's actually already in the game, but only in the Kigali region. I want to see it everywhere, especially over here by this lake. I think it would be kind of cool looking. Is there any photospheres even over here? There are. Let's take a look in Kabuye. Yeah, this is interesting. Look at this. I mean, look at the architecture on this wall, even these rock formations. I want to see this in Google Street View on this highway of the RN7. Give it to us, Google. But also right below, if we already have Uganda and Rwanda, you got to give us Burundi. I mean, you just have to. Gitega, I believe, is the capital city. It's fairly small. But over here we have Bujumbura, I think is how you say it. And this city, let's take a look. I see there's any photospheres here, and there are. Let's plop it in here by the ocean. And wow, look at this actually. This is a lot smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be a built-up city. It looks big on the map, but it's really not. Very interesting indeed. I kind of want to see the Central African region. We have Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi filled in. And we even have some trucker in Tanzania as well. So Give us the kind of this little belt formation here, and I'll be happy. Coming in at number 6, I believe, we have Bosnia. Bosnia has, I guess, a little bit of unofficial coverage. It's pretty bad, as you can see. Absolutely terrible. Bosnia is actually like the only major European country that's not in Geoguessr besides Belarus and Moldova. So, I mean, look at this big chunk here that's just not in Geoguessr, but everywhere else around it is. You got to fill in this gap, Geoguessr. You got to give us Bosnia and Herzegovina. You just have to. Sarajevo, which I believe is where World War I started. That's where the Duke Ferdinand died, was assassinated, I believe, here. So pretty key moment in history. It's got to be in Geoguessr, please. Coming in at number 5, I'm not going to lie, this is very random, but Timor over here on the island of Timor. TimorLeste is, I believe, how you pronounce it. TimorLeste? I'm not actually sure. But one thing is for sure, this needs to be in the game. We already have coverage in Indonesia over here. This is part of Indonesia. We already have coverage, but there's just nothing over here, and it kind of bothers me. I'm not sure what's going on over here, but I think it would be a beautiful place. We have Dili, the capital. Let's take a look. So yeah, I'm looking at some of these pictures right here, and this place looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe a little parade. But the coastline's beautiful. The country, it looks nice. I'm not sure about the politics of what's going on here, but this is certainly a place I would like to explore geography-wise. So come on, Geoguessr. I should stop saying that. Come on, Google. Come on, Google. Give us this. Google Street View is what I should be yelling at, not Geoguessr. They can't really control it. But give us like this coastline here. Coming in at number 4 goes out to the Geowizard, one of my favorite YouTubers personally, who always, I wouldn't say always, maybe he knows now, but in some of his older videos, he always says, could we be in Kazakhstan? And we're not. We're not in Kazakhstan because it's not in the game. Look, there's no coverage here. It's just a bunch of photospheres, but this is a huge country. Uh-oh, we're getting popped in here into a classroom. I mean, look at the classroom. They're fairly small here in Kazakhstan. You know, we don't need Street View classrooms here. We just want it on the roads, but it's a huge country. Looks like it's bigger than Mongolia. It's massive, and we need some coverage here. We really do. There's not many roads. It shouldn't be hard to do. We're getting popped into a random area of Kazakhstan, which has some sort of historical building here that I would love to see on an actual road. So Google, please, if you can, at least give us the capital of Astana. But I mean, we really want the whole country. We really do. Coming at number 3, you know what? I had to throw Kim Jong-un in a thumbnail once again. My videos always do well when I have North Korea leader Kim Jong-un in it for whatever reason. But I do actually want North Korea in the game. Who wouldn't? The problem is, I think it's the least likely country to be added. There's no way they'd ever allow Google to come in and take pictures of all of their roads and everything going on there. It's not going to happen, but it doesn't mean I don't want it. All right. It doesn't mean it's my 3rd most wanted country in the game. We already have South Korea, which look at how many roads are in South Korea compared to North Korea. There's like so much more. South Korea is basically a huge city. But who knows what's going on in North Korea? We don't know because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen the Google car go around. It would be pretty epic, especially in Pyongyang, which there is, I don't know if it's official, but there are some photospheres here of some of the crazy monuments. Can we drop in and find one? Ooh, did they get deleted or something? I can't really drop in. Here we go. And yeah, here, look at this. I mean, look at that. This place is pretty crazy looking. I'm not going to lie. And imagine if you were on this road here on Google Street View. That would be pretty epic. Coming in at number 2, maybe a little bit of a shock to you all, but I'm going with Morocco. All right, I know that Morocco may have a little bit of coverage somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I think there might be a little bit, maybe up here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but I know for the majority, there is no coverage at all. We have the Canary Islands has coverage right off the coast. Why not give us Morocco? It's literally so close to Europe. It practically is a part of Europe up here. So, I mean, there's not much more to be said. Casablanca, one of the most historic and important cities in the history of the world. Can we get some coverage here, please? I mean, can we drop it in? Can we drop it in? I mean, it's cool, all right? It's cool, trust me. I want Morocco. Morocco is one of the coolest African countries, in my opinion, that I really want to learn about. Coming in at number 1 is actually a group of 4 countries, and I say 4 countries because I didn't want to split up into 4 individual categories because they all had the same reason as why I want them. I want the entire continent of South America completed, especially Paraguay, because it is in the middle of all of this coverage: Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia. It all just surrounds Paraguay, and they just don't have street view for whatever reason. It's not the biggest country. There's not even many roads. There's only basically one big city. It's kind of like Uruguay in that way, where Uruguay is basically rural except for near Montevideo. You know, it's very similar in that way, I believe, but I don't know for sure because I never explored it. So we can get Paraguay and up here as well. These are basically very similar. All these up here. French Guiana, which is a part of France. You can get that in there. As you can see, French Guiana, Suriname, and Guyana, there's barely any roads. We can get that covered Google fairly quickly. Just let the government, tell the government to let us in. All right, let us in. Georgetown over here is basically the only city of Guyana. We have Paramaribo, which has it has a lot of photospheres. I thought it had a couple of unofficial coverages, but it does not have anything. And the French Guiana is a part of France who does have street view. So what is the problem over here? I don't know. Give us some coverage here. And then finally Venezuela, which is definitely going to be the most difficult one out of the group, I think. It's a lot bigger, a lot more roads, and politically might be difficult, similar to North Korea. But I mean, there are a lot of photospheres already. So I would love to see South America completely covered and able to explore via Geoguessr. Well, let me know which countries you want to see from this video, and if you have any others in the entire world that you want to see added into Geoguessr, let me know in the comments. I'm actually curious to see which ones you want added, and is it one that I didn't mention at all? And if it was, let me know why. Let me know your reasons. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different. I just kind of wanted to voice my opinion, let you guys know what I'm thinking about, what I think about when I fall asleep at night. I'm just thinking, Google, please add these countries, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, have a good one, everybody, and I will hope to see you in the next video. See you, everyone.